righty. I hope you've enjoyed the first three lessons. Now it's time to do lesson number four. Lesson number four out of the Rubank Elementary Method for Flute. My goal is to get these all done. Hopefully, I can get them all done sooner than later. I did the saxophone factory. It took about 3 years. Hopefully, it won't take that long for this. All right, let's go to lesson four. It has some new notes and some rhythmic studies. All right. Again, at the top of the page, look at the top of the page. That information that in the beginning stages they put there is very, very important that you get that and you understand that like you know your name. That number one, it has the notes that are on the lines. E, G, B, D, and F are the lines. And on number two, it has the G, the high G, the high G for us now, that is on top of the staff. You see that? Great. And so far, we've been playing the G that's on the staff, the second line, but that G is above the staff, so it's higher. Number three has the names of the notes that are on the spaces, F, A, C, and E. Okay, and number four has the thing called a tie. A tie. A tie is exactly what it seems like. It takes two notes and combines their value. In the example that's on the top of the page on lesson four, is it has a half note, and we're going to assume that half note's in 4/4 time, and it's tied to that curved line to a quarter note. And in 4/4 time, a quarter note gets one count. So 2 plus 1 is 3. That's what ties do. Ties put note values together. Now, why are they doing that? Well, it could have been a situation where the composer wanted 3 beats and it was between the bar line. It was over the bar line, so they had to tie 2 notes together. Any number of reasons. All right, on number 5, it has a dotted half note. Dotted half note. Now, if I remember, please let me remember, I did a video on the saxophone channel, which I'm going to move here, and it should be in a clip up there somewhere. Golly, I hope I do this. Please let me do this. Explaining the dot that goes on notes. Now, I'm going to explain it a little bit now. The dot adds half of the note's normal value. Now, the assumption that we're going to make now is that that we're in 4/4 time, and a half note in 4/4 time gets 2 counts. Make sense? Super. Now, if I add that dot to it to the side, like you see on is it number 5? Number 5, right? What that dot means is we're going to add half its normal value to it. If its normal value is 2, half of 2 is 1. So now that note gets 3 counts. I'll do it again. The normal value for that half note in 4/4 time, we're just going to use 4/4 time as an example. That half note by itself gets 2 counts. The dot adds half of the note's normal value. Say that with me. Half of the note's normal value. So if its normal value is 2, half of 2 is 1, and now that note receives 3 counts. Got it? All right. I hope to put that video up there so you can see that, so we can go over that again. But that's going to be very, very important as we move on. All right, and then we have the half rest that you know. The whole rest that you know, and then the half rest, and the little squiggly line is a quarter rest. Whole rest get in 4/4 time. Half rest get in 4/4 time. Quarter rest get in 4/4 time. Okay? Make sure that you commit all the stuff that's on the top of the page to memory. All right, number 1. We have we're in that C means that we're in 4/4 time. 4 counts in a measure, and a quarter note gets 1 count. So now we have a half note that's tied to a quarter note. It's just like the example that's at the top of the page. a note that normally gets 2 counts tied to a note that normally gets 1 count. And 2 plus 1 is 3. All right, back to number 1. Number 1, we have a half note tied to a quarter note. So again, 2 plus 1 equals 3. And then the quarter note. So we have 1, 4, 1, 4. I'll play it. A little better than my singing voice. Here we go. On the C. 1, 2, 3. 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 3. You get it? You get what I'm saying? All right. Now, if we look at number 2, that first note is a dotted half note. The dotted half note, again, the dot adds what? Say it with me, half of the note's normal value. If it normally gets 2 counts in 4/4 time, 2 plus 1 is 3. So it gets 3 counts. Now when I play it, it should be exactly the same as number 1, because the dotted half notes take the place of the half notes tied to the quarter notes. You get it? All right, here we go. 1, 2, and get it? All right. Now, number 3 takes the quarter note and the dotted half note, and it switches them. The quarter note is first, getting 1 count, and the dotted half note is second, getting the last 3 counts of the measure. You got it? Here we go. Now we're going to play it. 1, 2, ready? There you go. That's number 3. Now, just like I'm going to keep saying this until you remember it. Practice this along with me. If I'm going too fast, stop the video, practice, and then start again. All right? Number 4, lesson 4, Rubank elementary method for flute. Here we go. Here's an interval study, and it says first play slowly, then increase speed. This is where we get to recognize the notes at sight. Here's something I want you to do. I want you to say the notes as we see them. Okay? So let's say them slowly. Ready? G, C, A, C, G, B, 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 G, B, A, B, G, C, 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 G, C, A, C, G, B, 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 G, B, A, B, G, C, C. Rest. And then there's a repeat. And as you're saying those notes, you're just practicing, go ahead and finger them like this. G, C, A, C, G, B, B, B. Just like that, okay? Okay, now I'm going to play it. First, I'm going to play it nice and slow for you. 1, 2, Ready? Go. Repeat. Got it? You got it. All right. All right. Now, number 5 is extending the range. Now, we saw in the up top there, on the top of the page, we saw the note that we're going to start playing right now. It's the G that sits on top of the staff. All right. And that G is fingered 1, 2, 3, just like the old G. And your thumb on this back key, 1, 2, 3, your thumb back there, and the paddle or the E flat key. Here we go. Now the thing about flute is, a lot of instruments like saxophone and clarinet and oboe have what they call an octave key. Well, the flute doesn't have an octave key. You are the flute's octave key. So what we have to do is move the air faster to get that upper partial. Here's what before we play this, I'm going to show you something. I'm going to play a low G, and then I'm going to speed the air up, and the high air G is going to come out. Here we go. I want you to try that now. The low G, get it to settle in. And then suddenly move the air faster. Get the low G going, ready, go. Try that. Try that a bunch of times until it's consistent. Okay? All right, I'm going to play number 5 for us. 1, 2, ready? So for the most part, you have to move the air fast to keep those notes up in the upper register, or upper register, keep those notes up there so you don't get. Did you hear that where you heard both notes? So just think about moving the air faster. Think about blowing colder air to get those notes up in that register to come out. Okay? All right, now we're going to get to our first duet, where here's how this is going to work. I'm going to play number 6, the top. You see there's a first part and a second part. I'm going to play the top part, and I'm going to repeat it. I want you to try to play the second part. And then we're going to do it again, and I want to play the second part twice, and I want you to play the first part. You got it? But I'm going to play both parts. You're going to hear both parts. Here we go. From the beginning. 1, 2, ready? You get it? All right. Now I'm going to play the second part, and you're going to play the top part. Here we go. From the beginning. 1, 2, ready? There you go. Now you can play either part. Learn both parts, and then play along with me as I play the parts, okay? All right. Here's one of our first songs. Number 7, Lesson 4, Rubank Elementary Method 4, Flute. Lightly row. You probably played this, wait, if you're school age, instead of middle school, you probably played it on one of these before, right? Remember when you had recorder in 3rd grade? You probably used one of these. Now, back in my day, we used to call them flutophones. Really bad name for it, but call them flutophones. Pretty good, huh? I couldn't resist, sorry. All right, now we're going to play it on the flute, not the flutophone. Here we go. 1, 2, ready? Pretty good, isn't it? Pretty good. All right, that was pretty easy to learn, right? All right, now we're going to finish up the page with number 8 of lesson 4 of the Rubank Elementary Method for Flute. Here we go. Number 8. Because this is a study in thirds, it's important to be able to look at the note that you're playing right now. Don't try to look ahead. Looking ahead is a very bad thing. Very bad thing. Look at the note you're playing. It's the most important note. Here we go. Not too fast. We can take it slower, and then we can speed it up later after we get better at it. Here we go. 1, 2. 1, 2. Ready? Was that good? Would you like me to play it slower? Okay, we'll play it slower this time. 1, 2, ready? You get it that time? Again, if I go too fast, always stop the video and start again. All right, this page was about extending the range up to a high G and dotted notes, right? Because, say it with me, a dot extends the note half of its normal value. It adds half of its normal value. Half of 2 is 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. Make sense? There you go. All right, we got to get out of here and make room for somebody else. I hope you're enjoying the Flute Factory channel. If you're watching this and somebody else wants to start flute, if you're a doubler and you want to get your flute on, or you're brand new to the flute, I hope this channel helps. Until we see you again, go practice.